Today on Sail Wars, synchronized yachting, or is it? Good day, sailing fans. I'm Sandy Pondwater, and Sail Wars presents the Almost Any Boat Challenge. The greatest challenge ever! Brought to you by CC Hobby. What can we make for you? Sail Wars brings you dramatic racing from all views that are incredible. Expert sailors sailing their favorite boat. In the winds, the weather brings them. No excuses. Just fun competition at the highest level. Racers defending their class's dignity and honor from beautiful Frederick, Maryland. These men and women have taken the challenge. They have picked the boat they think will win. What boat will be the fastest? Who has the edge? Who will be our champion? Let's start off by meeting our world-class competitors. The ones brave enough to take on the challenge.
Hi, I'm Alan Krusinger, and I'm sailing the Seawind. It's a meter-long boat, number 78. I like the Seawind because it's a pretty boat and it looks more like a sailboat should. I have sailed against Odoms and I don't like their sail plan. I just like the way this boat looks. I expect not to be able to keep up with the East Coast 12s, but other boats I may be competitive with.
Hi, my name is Albert Shatar. I'll be sailing my DF65 today, and I'm hoping to beat a lot of 1 meter boats, quicker and more agile, and particularly I want to beat Bart and Mike.
Hi, I'm Bart, and I sail the Intrusion number 777. I'm going to prove that the US 1 meter is the best boat in the world today, because I'm going to beat all these bigger and smaller boats. I'm going to take them all down. Rob, Walter, Jarl, all of them. I could name them all. They're all going down today. US 1 meters, number 1, baby.
I'm Chris. I'm racing 98 EC12. I think I'm just happy to be here. I love this boat. It's pretty on the water. I'm not really looking to win. I'm just looking to be sexy on the water.
Hi, I'm Doug McClellan. I'm here today with my IOM. It's Panda by Mirage out of Tasmania. And it's number 48. It's a beautiful boat. It is a great boat and I love it. Don't get to sail.
Hey, I'm Jarl, and this is my East Coast 12 meter, number 188. Here to have lots of fun and beat some of the boats and maybe be beaten by some of the boats. But it's all about the fun and sailing these crazy little toy boats.
Hi, my name is Carter. I'm selling this Victoria, selling the 108, and it's going to be a fun day. It's a small boat, but I'll make the best of it and see what happens.
I'm Kyle, and I am sailing a V36. It's a vintage 36 under the vintage specialty group, one of the many classes there. It's a 36-inch boat with 600 square inches of sail, so it's roughly equivalent to Bart's boat, which is a 1 meter with 600 inches of sail, but it's a 10-pound boat versus his being 6 pounds. So he would probably be my closest competition, although I'll be trying to beat any one of the other 1 meter boats if I possibly can.
Hi everybody. Okay, well this is my boat, what is it? 181. It's actually a registered legal IOM, International 1 meter. And my buddy at Vienna Vintage Boats, Mark Smith, he built it for me. I don't get to use it, but look at how it goes. But I really like it because it's got the UVA colors, and my daughter went to UVA. So, anyway, so Walter and Bart are the ones I want to beat today. And so I'm going to do that, and that's my goal. And I'm really happy to sail my IOM. I don't get an opportunity, so the one, let's get a picture of it. So the any boat up to EC12 was a great idea. So that's why I'm so excited for today.
Thumbs up.
Well, good morning. My name is Mike, and I come from South Central Pennsylvania. And this is a U.S. vintage model yacht group, North Carolina Sharpie schooner. It's what they call a scratch build, which means you buy stuff at the wood store and try to piece it together. It took me about 2 years to do it. I had to learn how to do a lot of new things. I had never made a set of sails before, and I had never poured a keel bubble before, so I had to learn how to make a mold out of plaster of Paris after I hand carved whatever I wanted. The boat weighs about 18 pounds, 8 of which is the keel, and she's about bowsprit to stern is about 5 feet long. I really look forward to putting it in the water. Light wind conditions today, which may or may not favor me, but I'm looking forward to trying to avoid the little boats. I want to spear them with my bowsprit.
Okay, my name is Paul Bussman, and this is my Bart Killer. It's a T27 that I built from a kit many years ago. I've got number 814 on it. It didn't really have a number before, but I gave it a number. This is, I upgraded the radio in it a while back because I wasn't able to sail it for ages because it was just, there was no range, so I updated it. And I found to my surprise, and my pleasant surprise, that it actually sails very nicely. So I'm curious to see how it does against the big boys today. We'll see, but I'm here to have a good time, and that's the bottom line. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Rob Dutton. I'm sailing a vintage Marblehead class boat, number 67. It's a heavy boat. It may not do well in the light wind, but I'm having fun. I got a GoPro camera on it and see what kind of videos show up.
Hi, my name is Sangeet, and I'm sailing the Focus 2. I'm from Herndon, Virginia, all the way up here in Lake Whittier. See how we're going to do today. We're looking forward to it.
My name is Walter House. I'm sailing Star 45 02. I'm from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Looking to have fun today. Look, we got a breeze and a square course, so we'll have a good time.
It gets faster. The more times you put it up,
back and forth 65.
And it gets very fast.
And
just kind of go,
our goal
okay,
today
there.
is not finish last in every race.
And the sails.
Let's see how Vegas sees the sailors' odds of winning race 7. Okay, let's look at how the pre-race favorites at the beginning of the regatta are faring now. Walter's still looking great at 3-1. Jarl is 4-1. And other notable racers, Bart has dropped, or actually is raised to 3-1. Alan 6-1. He's been very productive in this regatta. And Winston is the long shot at 90-1. This is the racing format. The competition will consist of 3 short, 3 medium, 3 long, and a drag race. Experts have set the course to make it as fair as possible for every size boat. From Frederick, Maryland, let's go racing! Okay, let's take a look at our entrants for this race. You know, Jarl, Bart, and Walter have all been up in the top 3 for a while, but you always got to watch out for Mari and Doug and Alan in his Sea Wind. Paul has retired, and so has Carta. And our current top 10. After 6 races, we have a new leader. It's Walter, number 1102. Bart and Walter actually had the same score, but Walter holds the tiebreaker. And in 3rd place, we have Jarl with the CC12. 4th place, we have Alan sneaking up there with his C-Win. 5th place, we have number 48, Doug in his IOM. 6th place is Mari and her IOM. 7th place is Chris with his EC12. 8th place is number 83, Kyle with his V36. 9th place is number 67, Rob with his Marblehead, which we see on our onboard camera. And 10th place, moving up to 10th place for the first time, is number 2, Sangeet in his Focus 2. Mike and his Sharpie moved down. Now let's watch the start of the first of the long races. They're racing 2 laps in this first of the long races. So the course is set up like a big triangle. They'll go twice around. The first mark is up by the dock, and then they'll come down to like where the first mark was in the last one, the first 6 races. And then they'll continue all the way down to where we see the blue mark that the last boat is kind of by. And then they'll do that twice, and then they'll finish kind of diagonally where they started. So it's a different type of race. It's very long. And as I said, the first mark is way over there by the dock. So it's going to be a challenge for these guys, the girls, to make their way up there. This is a totally different direction than they've done any other time in this race or in this regatta. Here we on board number 67, Rob's Marblehead, as he tries to make it up to that first mark. Remember, I told you it's a weird angle for him, but it's a really good course. The experts came out here and wanted to make a long, difficult course that surely, you know, would have some dramatic episodes on it. Rob makes his way around that mark. You can see the competitors kind of up there in the lead. It looks like maybe those 6 boats that are the closest to the mark would all be in first place. But they're all converging on it kind of at the same time, so it could get kind of sticky in there. And because it's a totally different direction than they're used to, who knows what'll happen. And look out, we got a boat coming right in on the other. And we have starboard in port. Somebody's yelling out starboard, and boom! We have a hit. Alan came right in there and broadsided Chris. It was incredible, a hard smack. And I'm not sure if he ever did a penalty turn. As we see, number 81, Mari, is in first around the mark, and Walter is in second. Oh no, does Bart have overlap? He's going to try to sneak in at the mark on Jarl. He can't turn to the right. He's got to go in there, and he fouls Jarl, and then gets hung up on the front. Or actually, Jarl is hung up on his backstay. This is going to be very costly as it slows both of them down. What a mistake by Bart. He should have just bailed out. He should have turned to port and made a circle and just went in behind those 2 boats. Instead, he has committed a foul, and a costly foul at that, because once they get undone, he'll have to do a penalty turn. He'll be like way behind. That is the first in rule, is to not get hung up with other boats. it is going to be a mess for him as we are on board Rob's boat right now as he does go around that mark. We can't even see Bart and Jarl because they've done floated away. Rob's trying to track down those other boats. What we've noticed is Rob's boat has a pretty high top end when he gets it up and moving. Walter has passed Mari for first place as we see them go by. Back on Rob's boat. He's coming up to that second mark, and he did make up some water on those other two boats as he's trying to catch up to Chris and Doug. He's right on their tail. But this is where he slows down a bit. He always goes wide around those marks because he's got such a big, long boat. And then it takes him a while to get back up to speed as we see Doug pull off and leave him, and so does Chris. So he's better get back up to speed really quickly as we catch up with the leaders. There's number 81 Mari, she's in second place, and number 1102 Walter is out front as they head down to the third mark. Now they're both on the last lap right now as Walter heads up to that mark that's over by the dock. That's a beautiful Star 45 he has right there, made of balsa wood. I believe it took like third place in the Nationals a few years back, a couple years or so, 2 or 3. Beautiful boat. He gets a good wind to take him up there. And we see Bart is unloose right there and just did his penalty turn. Can Walter lap Bart? I don't think so. I think Bart has a very fast boat, and his pride will just get in the way if he gets lapped, so he's going to do everything possible to get around that mark and leave Walter behind. But Walter, on the other hand, Walter would love to lap Bart, so he's probably doing everything he can to lap Bart. But we will see by the end of this race if he is able to do it. And he may, because Walter has been flying. Obviously, he's out front. Here we catch up. There's Rob. And Rob and number 78 Alan are battling out down that pathway to that number 3 mark. They're not moving all that fast. This race is so complicated, the course, our cameramans have been getting confused, or camera woman. As we see around that mark, Doug is still trying to pass, trying to get past Chris. It's so close. Can that little IOM pass the EC12? The EC12 carries that speed better in the puffs of wind, but we know that IOM can really get up and move quickly. Back on board, number 67. We can see he's right next to Alan. Alan's pulling off and leaving him though. Alan got a little bit better puff of wind, was upwind of Rob and kind of stalled his wind as they go around that third mark and are on their last lap. So you can kind of see how far Walter and Mari are in front of the rest of the group. They're probably a half to 3/4 of a lap ahead of most of the competitors here. Rob's boat is starting to get up and really move. It's got some good air. That big boat is moving nicely now. Got back up to Chris and Doug. You can see Rob going down, trying to chase down Alan, that number 78 boat. We've got back up to Chris, and there's Doug. Chris has got a little bit better line up to that mark, and now Doug is following. There goes Alan. There goes Rob. And there's that V36 right there of Kyle. He's heading down towards that third mark. And there's number 463. Yes, we have a DF65 heading down. That was Albert. And we have a Jarl getting back in the mix now. After that big mess up that Bart did, Jarl's trying to climb his way back up. He doesn't want to lose too many points. Let's see if Jarl can pass Kyle. As we can see, there's Bart. Walter still hasn't lapped Bart. Uh-oh. Look out. Here comes Kyle. There comes Walter. Kyle's on starboard. Walter's on port. Oh, they get hung up. That should be a penalty turn for Walter. Let's see if he does it. As we see, there comes Carta. Or, excuse me, Sangeet going by him. And there we see Mike. I'm not sure if a penalty was even called, as Walter was very close to the finish. And we're seeing the roses and the fireworks. And number 1102, Walter wins race number 7. So I'm not sure what happened with the foul right there. But Walter is called the winner of race number 7. And we see Mari coming to that line. Remember, the line is kind of diagonally away from us to the right. Here comes Mari across the line.
81.
And yes, number 81, Mari takes second place in her IOM. So we see the Star 45 take first place, and an IOM takes second place. As we just saw how the finish line looks. We can see Bart up there desperately trying to make up ground. He has caught up and passed that DF65 and Kyle in the V36. So there's 2 points he's made up, but he's still got to get back up there and get around that hard mark, the one he's probably dreading going back up there after that collision with Jarl. And here we see Doug. Doug's in third place. He's headed to the finish line, his red boat. And there we see number 98, Chris, heading towards that finish line.
48.
And number 48, Doug, takes third place in his IOM.
Yeah. See, that was your second lap.
The finish line is right where you're coming to.
Yeah.
That's right there, right?
And number 98, Chris, takes fourth place in his C12.
Oh, excuse me.
And number 78, Alan, takes fifth place in his Seawin. That Seawin had another good race. Alan is just racing like I've never seen him race before in any of these regattas. He's doing a great job. As we see Jarl. And number 188, Jarl, takes sixth place in his EC12. Here comes Rob, his onboard camera right there.
Yeah.
He's only feet from that finish line. There's the finish line. And number 67, Rob, takes seventh place in his big Marblehead. And here comes Bart. And number 777, Bart, takes 8th place in his US 1 meter. He went way down there to the other end of the finish line. And number 83, Kyle, takes 9th place in his V36, just ahead of Albert, who takes 10th in his DF65. Sangeet takes 11th place in his Focus 2. Congratulations to our top three. First place, number 1102, Walter in his Star 45. Second place, number 81, Mar in her IOM. And third place, number 48, Doug in his IOM. Make sure you stay tuned to Sail Wars. Don't forget that we have at least 3 more videos in this series for you to watch. Sail Wars is made up all of volunteers. Please subscribe and hit like. We thank you for liking and subscribing. Attention all club webmasters, Sail Wars needs your support and help. We need for you to get the word out to your club members and put a link to our YouTube homepage on your club's website. Here is our YouTube homepage. This is what it looks like. We have playlists. Just click on that word playlist. Or you can click on a link that goes to all the videos, well over 200 videos now. And of course, so you never miss a video, please hit that subscribe button. And of course, check out the Best of Sail Wars. We have well over 200 videos for your enjoyment. Thank you for watching Sail Wars. Join a great club near you like the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. And we love the AMYA, and we would especially like to thank our camera person Connie and our scorer Andy. We really appreciate you. And this is Sandy Pondwater signing off. I'll see you at the next race.